I think it's gonna be fun because there's a lot of questions that I feel like I will be newly informed on, which will be fun as well. And a lot of things that obviously I will know, we will have spoken about before. Much like when I read your book, Unfinished, and all the things I learned from that and stories I've heard.
Either Nick is just like a super serious person, or he's trying to play like he's doing an official interview. Even interviewers are not this serious. So I don't know what's going on right now. Hey, what's up? My name's Anthony Restanello. I'm a social and relationship coach living in Los Angeles, and today I am going to react to the beautiful couple, the married couple, Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. Let's get started.
We're gonna play this newlyweds game, which I just think I'm gonna lose. Where was our first kiss?
This is an easy game already. Shall we reveal our answers?
Yes, it was the Peninsula Beverly Hills, my balcony. Good job. 1 point for Nick Jonas.
Where did we officially
The first
first
time we
meet?
met.
Yeah,
Ready?
ready. Oscars after party, that's correct.
This is such a rich person thing. I love that they can't even attempt to make it relatable, being like, oh, I was so nervous when I met him. I was so nervous when I met her. No, it was just like, yeah, we met at the Oscars after party. Yeah, we kissed on the balcony of the Beverly Hills Hilton, whatever hotel.
I got down on one knee and said, where have you been all my life?
He actually did.
Ugh.
I want to know the answer to this one, which is why I'm asking you this question. What is the most diva thing I do? You have a list for this one, don't you? You have like 5.
Might have to turn the card
No, don't do
this way.
How am I a diva?
Can't cook, so that's...
You're perfect? It's such like a general response to say that she's... Can't cook, so I always order in. That's not really like a... I guess that's a diva, so like something's done for her and she's like stubborn or something. I don't know, diva to me is being stubborn, needing like the most high class of everything, needed to be tended to hand and foot. I'm not like hating on these people purposely, but like they're not very good at acting humble. Like that was trying to be humble for her. I always order in.
What did I wear on our first date, Mr. Jonas? Easy. He knows every detail, I know it.
A gold encrusted, diamond encrusted
#Phil.
pants and t-shirt.
Jeans, white tank top, black leather jacket, hair parted down the middle.
Nice.
And a red lip, of course. Details,
Why of
babe.
course?
What was the best gift I've given you? Your love. Oh.
I really can't get a good read on their relationship here. It feels like they are trying to come off as the best couple, and in doing so, it's like canceling it out and not being able to show anything real about their relationship that's unique, or even anything unique about their connection or chemistry. It looks like they're hired actors to say that they got married. Not to say that I think that's how it is all the time, but when you're all dressed up and the lights on you and an entire production team is watching while the cameras are rolling, it could feel like that, so you may not act as intimate as you would in something like a Zoom interview.
I think it's gonna be fun because there's a lot of questions that I feel like I will be newly informed on, which will be fun as well. And a lot of things that obviously I will know, we will have spoken about before. Much like when I read your book, Unfinished, and all the things I learned from that and stories I've heard.
Either Nick is just like a super serious person, or he's trying to play like he's doing an official interview. I don't know, but even interviewers are not this serious. So I don't know what's going on right now, but
Why now? Why was this the right time to write this book? And was there a catalyst to you saying, okay, I'm gonna dig in and tell these stories and just walk us back, because it started about 2.5, 3 years ago, right?
Since I was approaching 20 years in the business, I was like, all right, I'm going to do the thing that I've been afraid of, which is write. And, I see you writing every day and I'm like so jealous because I've never, it's really hard for me to put pen to paper, and this was my way of doing it.
he's trying to show respect to his wife's book by giving her a real serious interview, and that's nice. And Priyanka is responding in the same way, and it's nice. But is this how they are at home? Because so far, I haven't seen much intimacy. And again, Not every couple needs to be out in the open, wild, crazy, romantic in public. They could do that however they'd like to. But for me personally, as somebody that wants to analyze them, break them down, give you advice based on the way that they interact, there's not much for me there except to say that to have respect for your partner, the highest respect for your partner, is such an important thing to do.
We definitely knew each other pretty well before we started dating properly, and I think that foundation as friends always helps any relationship sort of evolve in a natural way, organic way.
I say this all the time, and people don't believe it because the word the friend zone is so baked into society's culture that nobody actually attempts to do this. But making friends with somebody first before you get into a relationship is the best way to do it. Why? Because when you treat that person like your best friend, you open up the side of you that nobody else sees. That enables them to open up the side of themselves that nobody else sees. And then you guys, when you're both vulnerable and open, get to see if you actually really do like each other, and then express your attraction to each other in a way that's more organic because it plays out over the course of time. Now, the biggest thing that stops two people from actually getting into a relationship from being friends is not expressing attraction, which means that Nick or Priyanka or both of them expressed attraction to each other somewhere in their friendship. And it had to be pretty early on because it doesn't take a very long time to feel attraction for somebody. And when you feel it, is the time that you should express it. So if you feel it in the first minute that you meet somebody, then express it then. If you feel it a day later or 2 days later, express it then.
Reposado and Añejo as well is coming out.
I'm into it. So let's celebrate real quick. You want another one? Okay, fine, I will. Yeah.
Look at how dead-faced Nick is when Kelly makes jokes like that.
Let's celebrate real quick. You want another one? Okay, fine, I will. Yeah.
I don't know if it has something to do with alcoholism or something, but I assume it doesn't. Nick just doesn't react emotionally to things.
What was your first date like, first of all?
Well, it's kind of a long story,
Okay.
but I'll tell it.
Synopsis?
So basically, we
Reluctantly.
we were told by a mutual friend that we should meet, and he said, "I'll connect you guys." He never did, and I got impatient, so I direct messaged her on Twitter, and she responded. We talked on
juice.
back and forth for about a year on text, and then we finally met in person. And it wasn't really a date. But we just met in person and went for a drink. And then about a year later, we went on our first official date to the Hollywood Bowl to go see the Beauty and the Beast live.
That's adorable.
He really did cut that down way too short. I thought they first met at an awards party or after party. Now it was through a mutual friend that connected them or something like that, but he direct messaged her and they made friends through there, and then they hung out one time for a drink, but then they didn't see each other until a while later for an official date at the Hollywood Bowl. There is way too many things that I'm not getting here. I need to know more, but again, just like I talked about in my Mr. Beast video that you could watch here, DMing somebody that you're interested in for dating or any type of friendly relationship is the new norm. It's not a weird thing anymore to date your crush, your celebrity crush, somebody that is an influencer or a mini influencer, and getting to know them through the DMs and having them get to know you through your profile as well. And that's why, and I talk about it in my online dating course, Textual Healing. You can get a free sample of that in the description, a link in the description. I give you a free 25-minute class on textual healing and online dating. A big part of meeting somebody on the internet through Twitter DMs or Instagram DMs is having a profile that really showcases your purpose in life, your passions in life, things that you're inspired by, and really putting that out there for people, not just having modeling photos. Because if somebody has any personality, if somebody is beyond just a very shallow influencer, they're gonna want more than just your looks, because most people that have a following also have more options than everyone else. So just looks is only half of the equation for them. They want chemistry. They want good feelings being exchanged between each other. So having a really interesting profile, a profile that's based on your passions. Are you into anime? Show that in interesting different ways. If you're going to message somebody that you're interested in, message them based on that thing that you two are both interested in. Don't just say, hey, I love your videos, or hey, I like your photos, or whatever. Hey, I think you're hot, or hey, let me send you a picture of my... Make sure there's something there beyond that. I wish I could see more chemistry between Priyanka and Nick. It just seems like when they're out in public, when they're doing interviews, they're not as intimate with each other. And like I said, that's totally fine, but it doesn't give me enough to really talk about their chemistry and their flirting and break that stuff down and get into that meat, which is really fun for me. Nick seems more like a reserved, held back type of person. Priyanka, as charming as she is, she's also been in the entertainment industry for many years, so she's very media trained and knows how to just express just the right way. I was hoping that interview with her book would be very telling, but it really wasn't. Got nothing. Tell me what your thoughts are, and after you do that, click the link down in my description. I give you a free 25-minute class on online dating. Bessie?